There's only so much room in a 4-minute song, so let's talk about it. We'll start with some stripped-down acoustic videos, and then a few girl chats. From self-love, dating, and relationships to chasing our dreams, no topic is off limits. There are lots of laughs, but it also gets deep. Join us as we bare our souls in the Beyond the Song series. Speaking about family business for a second, okay? We're around the holiday time, and we know about a lot of family stories and family business and things. What would you say is either your favorite family business kind of story or experience that you heard of that shaped you in some sort of way? Or what, maybe a lesson that someone taught you in some kind of way, whether it's Gaga or Grandma Dear or whoever it may be. Gaga is our great-grandmother. Is there anything that you could think that kind of stuck in your heart, or even from Grandma Ruby, that you might have learned and applied to your life?
My grandma. My grandma Clemmy, Gaga. One of the things she said two things to stuff. One was, a man should never be the ingredients to your cake. He should only be the icing. So that was one.
Say it again.
That a man should never be the ingredients to your cake. Not the flour, not the sugar, not the vanilla, none of it. He should only be the frosting, the toppings of that.
Wow.
So yeah, that was one thing. And the second thing she told me was, it's a little graphic, but she said, make sure you let your man know that you can lay on your back longer than he can be on top.
Hallelujah!
Gaga said that.
Yes.
So those are my two things that I keep with me.
Yes, let me say on the vein of Gaga, I got one for that one. She said, one about if you give an inch, give a guy an inch, he'll run a mile. And to pretty much never give a guy anything. Never give him nothing. Don't give him anything whatsoever. Let them, want it. Let them desire. Let them have that wish in their hearts, but don't ever give them anything. Just let them sit there and let it linger. You give away your power at that point. You hold the power. You hold the key to such. When you know you're a
woman that let a man have his way when he's really having yours.
I know that's right. Yes. Think you're running it, but actually, I put that all in your mind.
Right.
Yeah.
I planted that right.
I planted that seed.
Now,
Anything else?
I think y'all should stop telling the secrets.
Don't need these secrets. They need the goods. You give them the goods.
But the men might be watching.
Oh, they got
That's right.
I like that Grandma Ruby said, ain't no man gonna be coming in my house putting his shoes under my bed.
Yes.
and I can attest to that.
Yes. And I think what she meant by that is this is something that she has built and she has going already. You got to bring something to the table. You're not coming to my house putting your shoes underneath my bed that I done worked hard for. You got to have
One
something.
that Steve Saunders put here.
Yes, that Steve Saunders put there. Yes. I got a family memory. Y'all make me think about Gaga. With Stephanie. With Stephanie, who was my other aunt. She's a sister in between my mom and my auntie Toya. I guess Stephanie, I wasn't born. I don't think I was born during this time period. But apparently Stephanie was in a relationship with a gentleman by the name of, it doesn't matter what his name is. She was in a relationship with someone and the person got physical with her, right? And the whole family rallied up like, what you not gonna do is, what you not gonna do is, okay? So we all came there. We came there deep with all types of stuff, okay? We were ready to fight for her honor. So my favorite memory from it is that Gaga said, what can I do to make you hit me? Like, tell me what I need to do. Let me know. Yes, I'm gonna do just that.
That was funny.
What can I do?
Yes.
Picture her with a nightgown on out there.
And what's her age? She had to.
She was older at that point. She said, whatever it is I need to do to make you hit me, I'm gonna do just that, because I want you to try me. That's what I want you to do. All right, if you all could give any advice, given your background and your unique experiences, we know my grandmother is a widow, my mom and my aunt were both divorced and loving again, and one is engaged. My aunt here is married, my godmother, and my sister and cousin are both dating, and they both have children from a previous relationship and now dating a new person. So if you all could give any advice to someone watching today, maybe it's someone that is considering divorce, or maybe it's someone that is newly a widow, sadly. Is there any sort of advice or lessons or anything that you could leave them with, or someone that's married and want to stick it out to year 33, but they only at year number 3, you know? All of that. Is there any sort of advice that you all could give to share with those lovely people?
I would say advice to someone who is divorced and want to start, mixing up and dating. One of the main things I think is taking care, like I said in the beginning, yourself, but also of your children. I think you have to be really considerate of who this person is, and who they are, and what they're going to be to your children. Because oftentimes, we hook up with guys, paramours, intimate friends that don't mean us no good. Because you are a widow, and they think think that you might have it going on, that type of thing. And if you have young children, you just really have to be careful about. Now, if you got older children like I do, late 20s, hey, they don't live with me anyway, so I can do what Tammy want to do. But just to be careful, if a person is young, have young children or grandchildren, and be careful about who you bring around. That is the one thing that is the one thing that I would say, especially working in the field that I work in, is that just be careful about who you bring around your kids. Everybody that's your lover shouldn't be at your house using your remote control, going to your refrigerator, putting their shoes, like my mom said, put their shoes under your bed. That's something that maybe can come later, but initially, that shouldn't be around your children. And that's one thing what I would say. But I do believe that you can love again. But I think you need to be sure, like the Bible saying, very sure that this is what the Lord would have for you to do.
Auntie Toya, can you share maybe advice for someone that is in a relationship and there's some infidelity? How do you know when enough is enough, or when you should be sticking it out? Should you be divorcing, or should you be sticking it out?
When there's infidelity and you're in a relationship, you're still in love with your husband, boyfriend, what have you, and it's just not changing. It's really not changing. Even from my own experience, I tried to stay. He was adamant about doing what he wanted to do. There was no change. There was nothing going to change in that situation. And even with my niece, Derica, just talking about how just replaying it over in your mind. If it's just too much, where you just have to just put yourself first. Say, okay, can I? This is too much. This is too heavy for me, and it's really breaking you down. It's you can't function, in your day-to-day life. It's you're taking it out on your children. Your job, I ended up having to take a leave from my job and lost my job, and I'm losing weight. It was just way too much. I had to make that decision. It was taking a toll on me. I'm like, I couldn't make it. There was no way I could make it at the way that I was going, and my boys were suffering. So I had to just say, this, you can't be here. This is not working for us.
It's not healthy.
It's not healthy. It's not healthy. Too, with my sister, just about, just making sure that, just being smart about who you choose to bring in, to have your children around. Being a single parent, if you're, at that point, most women aren't just dating to just, shoot the breeze. They're dating because, this is you're a part of me, but I still, I'm a package deal. I have these kids. So making sure that they can actually be a part of that, and they're not just there for you. That they understand what the full circle, what it is. It's a package.
To married women,
I'd say married women, you need to have a Christian man, because the Bible says he's going to love you like Christ loved the church. And if he doesn't know who Christ is, how can he give you that love that Christ has for the church? That's the first thing. Then the second thing is when God is in the middle of your marriage, you know, I'm in one room saying, did you see what he did to me? Did you see it? And he in another room saying, telling God, did you see what she did to me? And God will bring that thing together and work it out if you put him in the middle of your marriage.
Right.
Yeah.
What about to widow, someone that could be experiencing recently possibly the death of their mate?
Be secure in yourself. You take care of yourself like evidently you've been doing all the time. Take care of yourself the best you can.
Thank you.
And you please keep that good guy.
Yes,
You
no,
got it.
absolutely. Absolutely. What about you all, ladies, about dating with children?
I think the same thing, just as both my aunties just said. You just gotta put somebody in your life around your child that can be a potential father figure, not just Tom from off the corner or somebody like that. Somebody like that. Don't carry your previous relationship into your next one.
I guess, how do you know who's a father figure? Maybe they don't have kids.
Watch them. See how they are with your kids. Talk to your kids. See how they feel.
When do you think is a good time to bring them around your kids? That's for all y'all, because all y'all had kids.
I don't think right off top.
Mm-hmm.
Not until you learn that person. Not until you actually know who that person is.
I kind of go back and forth with that because on one hand, yes, you don't want to have every Tom, Dick, and Harry around your child, but on the other side, you fall deep in love with this man, and he hasn't met your children, and then he meets your children, and there's a clash. Mm-hmm. So it's like it's a fine line between that for me. Yeah. It's like, okay, I need to a little kind of early on, need to see how this works. If this is even going to work at all, because if not, you got to go Joe Blow. Because so I kind of rock the fence with that.
Yeah, that's a very delicate balance. Like, what's too soon and what's not soon enough, because I need it's all to work out, because my children are a part of my life. Absolutely. And if they don't rock with you, then I don't know if I can rock with you. So it's a really, really tough thing.
Right.
Okay. Well, thank you all so much for sharing that. I hope that helps someone. And thank you for everything that you've shared today. I hope that something we've said today has been helpful for someone, and maybe even for us. I wish we had way more time. We may need to do this again at some point. But thank you for your transparency. Thank you for giving of yourself and giving to this moment. And bearing your soul. I know that's not easy. That's not easy to bear your soul. So let's give them a round of applause, everybody on the other side of the camera, that they were willing to do so. This is the Beyond the Song series for my song, Superman. And I hope it has been helpful for you today. We hope to speak with you. We hope to see you all soon. Take care. Wave, y'all. Bye.
You take care of yourself like evidently you've been doing all the time. Take care of yourself the best you can.
Thank you.
And you please keep that good guy.
Yes.
You
No,
got it.
Take me to